That wasn't prepared. Yow! What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. We are live, getting ready to go here with the grand finals. We are going to do our little map pick here live, and then we're going to send these guys on their way and get all set up. So the Fragiles team won the upper bracket. So what is going to happen? They'll get first pick. Then we'll have Deadbolt pick the second map, and then these guys will pick the third map as well. So Fragile, ball is in your court. What's going to kick us off?
Badlands.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Gully Wash.
Gully Wash.
And Snake Water.
All right, Badlands, Gully Wash, Snake Water. Fragile, any final words?
Cats happen to be a superior race among all animals, namely dogs. And this is going to be a lot of fun.
Okay, great. Deadbolt, any final words?
With that
So we got cats versus dogs. We'll see which animal will reign supreme. Thanks, guys. Shake hands and fight it out. All right, thank you, guys. All right.
Good luck, guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, getting ready to go here with the finals. I know that I'm excited. I know that those guys are excited.
You're excited. Feel these nipples.
Wow, you gotta cut some glass for me, Dieter. So we got some graphics to run down here. I gotta get my Team Fortress launching, so we are ready to go for the game. But let's take a look at the rosters here and pull up Street Hoops. We're gonna start with them.
Tell your friends. Starting.
Yeah, about to kick off. We're at 416 viewers. Thanks for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. But obviously, let's get back to 500. Street Hoops, we got Deadbolt and Paragon running Scout. They combined for 771 kills in ESEA main last season. Devastating combo, the twin brothers. Their soldiers are Vacationer and Ash. Ash was third on his team in damage per minute, so definitely a major contributor to the team. Their demo man is Duwatna, a complete beast who got 385.4 damage per minute in ESEA main last season, leading the entire league in that stat. Now, let's also take a look at Rest in Peace Pharaoh. Pharaoh unable to attend due to a little aggravated injury, unfortunately. But his good buddy Bronze kicking some ass in Invite last season with 206 kills with his scattergun, a pretty impressive stat. He's paired up with Clock, a two-time LAN winner. Now, Rest in Peace might actually be juggling their stats a little bit. Marmaduke did end up playing a lot of Roamer instead of playing Pocket, but he does have a personal history with Rick, having played together with them in Route 6. Not on the same team in ETS land, but Rick a victor of that in 2012. Mason supposedly returning to Invite with Woodpig, that did have 3 games with Mix-Up in a previous season. Also, their medic, The Fragile, returning to Invite after a break with Exortus, a new to TF2 sponsoring organization, and also fighting game champion here at FITES. So we'll be hopping into the server in just a second here. The team's still getting things together. Mason actually going to end up playing on Sugar's computer. So that'll hopefully help him just, you know, get a little bit more results. We're going to jump into as well a little bit more stats. Let's take a closer look at our band of brothers, twin brothers Deadbolt and Paragon, as we've been calling them the Wonder Twins. They were number 1 and number 2 in frags in ESEA main. Now, Street Hoops, the team that has the most players that are on a regular team with each other in the regular season, almost fielding a 4 team. They are missing Grape and Cozen. Grape usually their pocket soldier and a fantastic player, as well as Cozen, definitely a fantastic medic. So, yeah, we're getting ready to roll here. This is going to be best of 3 format, as obviously we went over the maps a little bit. Badlands, Gully Wash, Snake Water. So, Granary, ignored, and Process. Kind of surprising, no Process. That is what it is. Players have been informed, you know, as soon as we got done with that map pick, But we're going to want to roll forward and get ready to kick some ass here. So we should be starting in no time flat. Duder, who do you think some of the players to watch might be in this matchup coming up?
Well, Bronze, obviously. Definitely want to keep an eye on him. He's had a really good LAN so far, a lot of damage. Been playing a really good scout, so definitely want to check that out, obviously.
Yep. The Bronze playing scout for 6 Cuties, and Invite was number 4 in the season with 316 frags. Pretty good record there.
Not too bad.
Not too bad at all. We also, of course, talked a little bit about Huey Lewis and, what he's brought to the table as a Pyro player playing Medic here today. He's been holding it down. And, but on the other side of the field, you got Exorcis's The Fragile, Nick Leon, coming back to TF2. And, especially Medic, it's just a class, it's, so much of the skill is just ingrained in you. You just live that class.
Yeah, Huey's really picked it up, though. I mean, from the first couple matches we saw to the last one, he's definitely improving. So
you could tell he was playing a little bit more cautious in process. I called him out on one little misstep of maybe costing them a capture by flashing the medic. Flashing the scout, excuse me. But he still played very strong, very cautious, and did lead his team to victory there.
Absolutely.
Fragile definitely has some good stats. He averages only 9.1 deaths per game, which is pretty good, and 0.36 drops per game. So we did see Huey having a drop, and the only other drop of the LAN was Radium with that snipe from Shrugger.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. And the medic battle, I think, on these maps is going to be really, really important, more than like the frags themselves.
Mm-hmm.
These are one medic, obviously, in Fragile. That's this is nothing new to him. But with Huey, he's going to rely on his team a lot more than Fragile is, and we'll have to see how that plays out.
Yeah, definitely. And combat classes, we alluded to it a little bit during the roster shakedown, but rest in peace, Pharaoh. Class is up in the air, and we asked Nick for a straight answer, and I think he would have given us a straight answer, even though Deadbolt was standing right there. I don't think there's any subterfuge going on, but he said, we don't really know who's going to play what.
Yep. Well, when you're playing loose and relaxed, you never know. I mean, you might come up with something in the middle of the battle, and suddenly there's a spy on the battlefield. So you just never know.
Yeah, for sure. And I guess it comes down to a little bit, how Mason is feeling it. Maybe that was part of the issue. If he was on his laptop before, wasn't feeling the demo man, wasn't feeling the sticky jumps on that laptop. He switched out.
I played on the laptop before, and the difference in keyboard size, trying to do, especially any air strafing and stuff, it's really hard. So
yeah,
I totally understand. Absolutely.
Yeah, it can be difficult. That's for sure. And we'll see what, if Marmaduke switches off, if Rick switches off. I would imagine Rick would be on Soldier. Rick is actually also a pretty nasty demo man.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's as sharp as he needs to be, but he definitely has the skills in his skill set.
Yeah, absolutely. The entire team is skilled at probably any class in the game. So it's when Fragile says we don't know, he probably really doesn't know. So.
Yes. I also want to talk about Duwutna a little bit, talking about the different combat classes. And we had Radium on stream for a little bit, and he really pointed that out as well, just how devastating Duwutna is. And he had some pretty amazing stats from main last season, with his damage per minute topping that off, 343 something else, and 167 kills topping the division. So, yeah.
How much DP per minute?
All these numbers. And I think, Duwutna is going to be very dangerous, and they're going to have to do something to try and contain him. So we'll see. It'll be definitely interesting. Demo battle is something that really gets brought up quite a bit in terms of comparing how two teams might stack up against each other. And Duwutna versus whoever, rest in peace, Pharaoh, decide to throw at him.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see.
Well, we got a second. Predictions.
I told you, I think rest in peace, Pharaoh might have this one.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think even potentially in 2 maps. I just think that, I think that Clockwork has been playing on fire, and when he was paired up with Bronze, I mean, Bronze is like been a really hot property in TF2 lately.
Absolutely. That bronze is so hot right now.
Yeah, we are in the Bronze Age, if you will. So I think that, you know, if that's the scout combo that we go with, then that's very dangerous combo.
Sure.
When Mason switched on to scout, he proved that he was able to compete as well and have a good impact in the game. I think that Clockwork had more, just better, you know, team plays, like we talked about, stretching the team out and creating opportunities.
Yeah, those guys that have played an invite are great utility players. They can pretty much pick up whatever they need to. If the team needs them to play something else, more than happy to do it. So I'm gonna have to agree with you. I think this goes 2 maps. I don't think we see Snakewater.
Yeah.
And I think it's gonna end up being I don't want to say completely one-sided. I know that Street Hoops is gonna put a really good fight up, but when you look at the medics, I've got to lean towards Fragile here. So you know, I think it goes 2, and I think we get some low-scoring affairs if we see Gully Wash again. So
yeah, it's quite possible. That was a tough one. Interesting that Street Hoops picked that. You know, I guess they feel pretty comfortable on that after their matches.
Switch out Huey for Pyro. That might be the secret weapon.
That's true. That is a great opportunity. Huey Lewis actually doing a little pregame warm-up on Pyro. You know, maybe, I don't know, cross-train those arrows with some flare shots. Yeah. So we do have 5v5 in here right now. No other player left in here. Clockwork is around. All the players are in the building, so we're waiting for Clockwork as well as Vacationer. Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, the medic thing is a huge one.
Dead even right now.
Wow.
In predictions.
Yeah, we had the straw poll thrown up. 84 votes. Let's get that higher, though, considering we have 500 viewers watching. I'd like to see that, you know, at least, you know, half the people voting would be great. And pretty much a dead heat in that straw poll right now. If we can get that linked again by one of our wonderful moderators.
I think Kent's is in there doing it right now,
following with us.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Shout out to XTV staff members. Looks like things swinging a little bit to Street Hoops, so we'll see. We're going to have a couple other straw polls coming up later. We talked about these action figures, let's call them. I mean,
they're not
action
dolls.
game.
They're
not
action
dolls.
figures.
Yeah, they are action
And yes,
figures.
I saw you playing them.
Yes, indeed. And we're going to give these away to the MVPs on both teams. So most valuable player for Street Hoops, most valuable player for the Rest in Peace Pharaoh. And whichever team the winner is from, we'll get first pick of whether we want the Demo Man or the Pyro. And maybe if Huey Lewis is really lucky one way or the other, you'll get the Pyro. Maybe you can just, you know, elbow his teammate a little bit.
That would be good news for Huey Lewis.
Yeah, I guess so. You could say it's his brand new drug, if you would.
Oh, there it is.
There you go.
There it is.
Yeah.
So still a little down the middle, but leaning towards Street Hoops now. So Stream Chat seems to think that the underdogs are going to come through.
Yeah. Looks like we are starting to get ready to go here with 6v6. So just now that we got some predictions in, we just got to see how the actual results are gonna go. I think that, you know, Street Hoops definitely entered this tournament as favorites, and I think that, you know, there were some roster questions. People didn't really know that Clockwork was going to be here, and we're going to get this game rolling here shortly. They have been told to ready up when ready. We are ready to go.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I think this Rest in Peace Pharaoh, though, I think that, you know, with Clockwork, they're a really strong team, and I think that they have the potential to take it. So
absolutely, I agree.
now it just remains to be seen, and we do have 3 maps to go. One team did just ready up and should be live here shortly.
Anything can happen, though. It is TF2. We've seen some crazy stuff already today, so
Yeah.
it's been quite the journey. Hope everybody's enjoyed watching everything and having as much fun as we are.
Yeah, we're definitely having a great time. Very excited about this grand final to wrap up this TF2 6v6 tournament, decide our winner, hand out the trophies, and wrap things up. And then, well, you know, Left 4 Dead 2 tournament coming up.
Yeah, we've got more coming up tonight on XTV. So just because we're done with TF2 in a little bit doesn't mean we're done.
Yep.
That's for sure.
I believe, Duder, you're going to stream some Battlefield 4. Is that what you're
I
up
might
to
try
after
to.
this?
We'll see how it works. I don't know how the internet's going to be over where I'm sitting. So we'll have to talk to TheShoctor.
Might have to pull a few more strings. I know that Duwutna has been streaming as well.
TheShoctor install a new pipe. A new tube, because it's just a series of tubes.
It's just a series of tubes, yeah.
We'll have to have them add another one.
Yeah, Fragile asking if the casters are ready. Well, they were told ready up when ready, and I'm ready. My body is ready. I'm ready. I'm willing.
I'm hydrated.
I'm able.
Finally hydrated. You know, it only took 12 hours, but
yeah. Ready, willing, and able. The average Joes are ready. That's dodgeball. Global Jim's ready.
You know, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. Yep. Dodge. That's rip torn, right?
Rip torn.
Rip torn. Dodgeball. Casters are ready. Dodgeball. Oh, I don't know if we can get the pyro dodgeball set up. There was some talk about throwing that out. We have the Oculus Rift here, but looks like 6v6 is where it's at. Good luck, have fun.
Here we are.
And here we are. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Bruce Buffer for you. And 20B in the blue. Rest in peace, Pharaoh, in the blood red.
Yeah, pretty quick rollouts from both demo men here. It does look like Duwutna is going to beat the red demo out, though. Rick on demo.
Rick on demo,
Mason
okay.
on Soldier. Interesting classes here.
Well,
big bomb in. Can't quite pull anything off, though. Wow, and Rick takes Ash down there. Clockwork getting some kills early, though. Huey Lewis down, so we are down a medic on the Street Hoops team. One scout still up there. That's Deadbolt trying to do something. 28 health right now. Demo Man down below. Scout comes to get him. And he gets
sorted to death. Swords.
Apparently we're playing medieval chivalry, medieval warfare,
a little Mountain Blade. And Ash calls out, nice shot, Rick. That definitely was a very nice pipe from Rick. And called it out there. Yeah, I mean, I think Rick is a very strong demo player. And I think that also Clockwork and Bronze is not a combo you mess with. Don't mess with success. Yeah. And Street Hoops are coming out here to contest Spire a little bit. They don't want to give this out for free. And we'll see if they can drag an Uber charge out of Fragile. But right now he's staying backside of Spire.
Yep.
And 20B basically kind of their upper lobby hold right now, but we'll probably have to back up here not too long.
Yeah, definitely putting a really good defense up. This is a strong hold position for them, and these guys are more than capable of obviously preventing them from pushing in here. It'll be interesting to see if they use this Uber. They've got a 25% advantage. I'm assuming they want to back them up to last zone. It does look like Street Hoops is backing up now.
Yeah.
Their Uber's going to be ready in just a second here, so we are going to see an Uber exchange on the last point.
That was a great delay by Street Hoops. You know, they didn't really want to continue doing this upper lobby hold. They kind of had to have a couple players back up, like that Vacationeer. But they bought enough time to get that Uber cleanly. There's like a scout's in, that's Clockwork, ends up getting body shot by a Paragon.
Sniper, what do you think? Suicide for Sniper?
No, I don't know. I think that was a legit poke, but
Just wanted to see what they're running.
We'll see. Clockwork Sniper earlier was hot as hell. So
he's up as Sniper now, so we'll see if that's going to be their entry frag. Rick gets a nice kill on Vacationer, though. Uber popped for Red very early there, so Mason does go down, and now we might see a counter push here. Blue getting a little frisky, but now they're backing up a little bit. So Streets thought about going out there, but obviously the better idea is to hold back just a touch here.
Well, they are starting to head. Marmaduke Grill says that direct, though, is they traded kills, and now Street Hoops is definitely out here. We got the 3-rune blade, whatever that's called. Boston Basher reskin. Scout gets up top. Good. That was a great Uber. You know, they get the Scout on the point, and then they just Uber to push Red back.
Yeah, they lost Ash and Vacationer in that push, though. So the coin has flipped here. And the red team now, Pharaoh pushing back in.
Yeah, and Huey Lewis got stuck in the side locker spawn. He had to juggle spawns. And Spire is getting captured, so last is open. Clockwork is in down low. We have heavy weapons guy. He has to poke his head back to make sure he doesn't get sniped. The Uber is in.
Here we go. The medic. Can't quite make it happen, though. Clockwork does go down. Our soldier on the point with the capture.
Gotta get on there. Oh my God!
Down though.
Oh, and the scout's just gonna walk right behind the heavy.
All right, well,
I'm gonna say that might have been Huey Lewis's best opportunity to go pyro.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it wouldn't have been a terrible idea right there.
Now we're gonna watch the Street Hoops rollout here, and also comms a little bit. Yeah, oh, we are back. Their mic wasn't working, unfortunately, but we did get a nice shot of them rolling out, in person rolling out. You know what? That fight maybe not working out for him as Huey Lewis gets a little Goomba stomp on his head, barely surviving at 37. But, you know, at that point, he's not healing anybody. You just need to get out there, hit some arrows.
Fragile
or
gets
something.
bombed on.
And Marmaduke craters, kills himself. Huey Lewis, okay, I take it back. It's premature criticism.
It's all right.
He stays alive. His teammates came through there.
Absolutely. That was a really good mid for Street Hoops. It's a good response to that last round there, coming out strong and just dominating that midpoint there. You got to wonder maybe Pharaoh's trying a little something different here. Maybe playing a little too relaxed right now. Let's see if they pick it up here.
Yeah, Clockwork goes down. Braun still lurking around. Does pick off Ash. Run in by Paragon and Mason under attack.
Wow.
He's going to go down to Deadbolt. It did get Vacationer, and Deadbolt goes down as well. So in the end, that's a good old 2 for 1.
Getting awfully pushy here. Pharaoh coming out. Big rock goes for the air shot, just misses it. Nice air strafe there by Duatna.
I think the two of us were willing that one to hit.
Oh, I wanted that.
Maybe if I was wearing my huge air shot t-shirt, then that would have hit. But it's back in my room, so there you go.
Absolutely. But then people would have thought we coordinated our outfits.
Well, it was tempting. It was tempting.
All right, so now we've got Street Hoops still firmly in control of the midpoint. Going to start pushing back out through the house right now. Interesting decision to come around. 2 players down with Clockwork and Marmaduke for Pharaoh. So right now, the match, this round seems to be in control of Street Hoops.
Yeah, this is a good bounce back from him. Fragile does have Uber. Street Hoops on Gray Bridge. They do have a player up top on the Spire. Wow. Moving it in, they're trying to pressure out the Uber, but Fragile, like a true veteran, holding on to that. The soldier for blue jumps up top. Ash gets Clockwork. And Huey Lewis backing up, has good players to heal right now.
They did stop the capture,
Oh no, and Huey Lewis, Bronze comes in.
Wow.
He's on a 4-kill streak. You know, that's the kill streak, so maybe an assist in there, but those last 3 were all him.
3 in a row.
Yeah.
Real nice 3-piece there from Bronze. We talked about it earlier, doing a ton of damage, having a really great
Oh God, somebody's on the cap though.
Oh, you're gonna get it too.
Oh, Paragon,
Who's
nice.
At last? Just one scout at last right now. Oh, but Clockwork, clutch Clockwork.
Now, proving that he doesn't need his brother at his side to make a big play.
Exactly.
That was a great back cap. That's gonna slow down the RIP immensely. They could have had middle there, no problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
Street Hoops aren't out of the fire yet, as they're only 3 up and waiting for more spawns. Might be a scenario there where Huey Lewis really should have just been further back. Should have really not been that close.
Scout really pressuring Huey right now. Moving in here, can't quite get him.
Oh my God!
Jumps up.
Launched to the battlements.
Wow, this actually could work out really well. He's coming back in. Oh, no, he's spotted out now by the Demo Man. Duatna's throwing some damage out there. Scout comes in to help. Yeah. Wow, Clockwork would not die there. It took 4 players in the other team to finally take him down. Yeah,
Clockwork tried to dive in there. Huey had just picked up that health pack, so he was maybe hoping. Still kind of worth the attempt. Marmaduke goes down to Paragon, who's going to duck into
we got Deadbolt on Engineer now.
Spawn.
We got Paragon on Sniper. So they're preparing a pretty hard last hold here.
Yeah, which is a little surprising just in the sense that they still have turf, you know.
And
RIP.
they have Uber.
Yeah, and they have Uber.
Yeah.
I was going to say that as well.
Interesting. Well, they could be looking for a pick and then a repush, leave the sentry up at last to protect against a back crap, and we've got a very interesting development here. Marmaduke on Spy.
Yeah, I think that's a good decision, considering that, you know, it's going to be a bit of an Uber standoff here. He's going to walk down low. He is cloaked up. And, looking around.
Right back to the point here, waiting for the Uber to fall. Let's see.
Demoman's going to try to clear these stickies off the point for him.
All right, they're up. They didn't all clear.
Oh, they're dead.
He is going to hang out and die to the sticky. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, and that was a complete just like random pop.
Oh,
you know, but he had the stickies on the point.
That's a wipe right
yeah,
there.
That's a wipe.
A little wipe on the push didn't work out too well, so we're going to get a recapture of Spire here. Street Hoops all posting up, getting up there, getting their time on. That's some really nice spam coming into choke right now, keeping RIP Pharaoh back on the midpoint, so they can't even push back into this. But a 20% Uber advantage for Street Hoops too, so we'll see if that comes into play when they push back at a soldier in a really sneaky hiding spot here. Don't know if anybody's going to come through the house though. We'll see if this works for him. That's Marmaduke again.
Yeah, Marmaduke's been playing fantastic as the realmer of this land. Ash has had some good moments as well. But
Here we go. They
it's a
are
bit
going
more-
through house. They are going through house. He drops, gets 2 on the medic, does force the Uber, though. He does go down, so nice Uber force there. Gives them time to back up. They do not have yet, so going to try and get some time built up on this Uber. They're going to have it in just a second here. Let's see if they immediately push back out, which it looks like they are going to do.
Yeah, good heals by the Fragile. They take out Vacationer, but a lot of the Street Hoops team is scattered.
Yeah, turned around there with the scout behind them. Is that Deadbolt or Paragon?
Oh, that's Paragon gets Mason real quick. Fragile throwing out some arrows. And Street Hoops kind of trying to support that, but Duwatna goes down, I believe, to a roller. It's going to be Huey Lewis and Deadbolt backing out.
Clockwork on 4 HP there, just playing real brave into the choke. And we're going to get the Spire Cap flipped back again. And we're basically going to have a reset with Uber's dead even, and here we are pushing last again.
Yeah, Engineer is out, Sniper is out. We'll have to see what these two can combine.
Looks like the exact same hold they had last time.
Yeah, the Scout pairing, neither of them on Scout. Just a level 1 gun right now. We'll be getting it to level 2 before he ducks back in for more metal. And regular 6s classes for RIP right now.
If Clockwork's going to suicide in again and switch to Sniper here.
It's a possibility. He has very low health, is waiting for the health pack, just picked it up and is on the right side. Actually comes back up to lobby to get a buff. Now he's going to the right side. Good, just basic advanced scout. Get your buff before you start messing around.
Yeah, he finds a soldier down there, though, so that's not going to work out too well. Vacationer does pick him off. See if he switches up coming up here. Maybe they can do Sniper or Heavy Push or something just to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, both teams, I mean, have the Uber charge, so it's a little bit of a standoff here. Clockwork certainly would have the opportunity. It does take Sniper. And his Sniper earlier on Goliawash was pretty phenomenal. I feel that LAN Sniper is a ton of fun. Just get that super clean hit reg.
Deadbolt off Engineer on Heavy now. Very
interesting, yeah. It gives you, a little bit more of an opportunity to possibly poke out. Wow.
Paragon body shots Clockwork down. That's not the win they were looking for there.
To the body rack.
It looks like Street Hoops is thinking about pushing out here. Not very wise to push too far up, though, especially with both medics with Uber right now.
Well, now that they lost Vacationer as well, that was, they were like, okay, we have a man advantage, let's try. We lost a man, let's back up.
Exactly.
And that's fair enough. I mean, Clockwork's going to get back into the scene a little bit earlier.
Back on
they
Scout.
Still will have, back on Scout. I think maybe an attempt to possibly, capitalize on that kill on Vacationer. But a little too late to it. Paragon's still on snipes and working the left side right now.
That's the other thing too, is now Paragon's going to be thinking he's going to counter snipe.
Wow.
And Clockwork just comes in.
Oh my!
That's a 2K from Clockwork there. It does go down, but really nice little combo kill from Clockwork.
Those are big picks, and that's going to force the Uber out. And Huey's got to double back to get back on the point. Deadbolt's still out here and still pretty healthy. Didn't get much of a buff, but does have 220 health. The Uber is faded.
They've pushed him behind the point. They're blocking it off the stickies pretty nicely right now. And there we go. They're going to push right at the point. But there's the Pyro coming out.
Oh, man, that is Paragon for a second there. I got my hopes up. I was like, is that Huey? Is that Huey?
Yeah, no, not yet.
Oh, man.
There we go. Scout just walks right in, casually, saunters onto the point, and Clockwork captures it.
Yeah, that was a good push. Started with that Clockwork double kill. I mean, you had Paragon on Sniper, and he was doing a good job of getting protection or getting, kind of keeping people at bay. I liked his angle that he was looking for as well, but nobody was checking bottom left.
Yep. So here we go, rolling back out to mid here. Both teams very early out to mid. Demoman actually looks like Rick was a little slow to mid there, but team is definitely following up behind him, coming up and doing a lot of damage, but nobody really going down yet. Deadbolt and Duwatna very hurt. Vacationer finally does drop, so does Rick. Players dropping left and right now for Street Hoops. Medic in a lot of trouble. Soldier jumping down on him. Can't quite find the rocket there. It finally does take him down. That's Marmaduke with a big kill on Huey there.
Yeah,
white for Street Hoops.
Huey was dead on the water. It was a good jump to get Rick, and then Paragon kind of jumped to try to follow that up. But unfortunately, with both Vacationer going down and then Paragon getting taken out as well, it really started to swing that mid-fight in the favor of RIP.
Yeah, 100% Uber advantage now for Fragile. This may be academic in their push. If you look up how to win a Badlands round, you may find this push coming up here, because this has been a very clean round for RIP Pharaoh. And you know Fragile wants to go here and get this one over with. And
they're actually going to stick with this forward upper lobby hold again, which is cool to kind of try to build that Uber charge and make some time. Both Marmaduke and Ash trading some lulls over there, frag.
They're going straight to last.
Wow, yeah, very interesting push, because they haven't even run into too many people here. Now they have good position with the soldier up top, and Rick's in as well. Clockwork lurking behind, or sorry, that's Bronze actually lurking behind the point.
Interesting.
And yeah, Esports gonna come through there.
Yeah, Deadbolt going strong there.
Fragile picks up another frag on Paragon this time. And then Clockwork snipes do what now?
Oh, but he gets stuck under the bridge there and does get taken down by Ash with the shotgun.
This is dangerous though for Street Hoops, as Ash kills Clockwork with a close range shotgun. Goes down. Oh no! Huey Lewis, show me those arrows.
He goes for the Uber saw, can't quite get it, and does get Uber in time though, so he pops to escape.
Yeah.
On 60 health though.
He needs some help.
Yeah, this isn't gonna work out well. Going for the
man.
Uber saws just can't make it happen there. That's a bad situation to be in.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. I was expecting a little bit more support from his team there. I mean, obviously you got to maintain last, but if they had helped Huey Lewis escape, then they would have been even. They could have gone back to defense.
Deadbolt with a nice snipe on Rick there, so no demo man for the push. Only a 25% Uber right now for RP Pharaoh, so won't be going anytime soon. Clockwork back on the sniper, but just as soon as I say that, Vacationer takes him down.
Yeah, I was interested to see whether the other brother would be able to out-snipe Clockwork as well, but the soldier able to come through there, and
a little crazy playing Artemis over there. That's Mahoney.
We'll talk about that during the break because that's pretty funny. But he's
going full on crazy captain right now.
Yeah, this is what Mirror Universe Captain Kirk.
Exactly.
I don't know. Anyways, if you guys are clueless what we're talking about, we'll go over it during the map break. We got to focus on the action here though, as the Fragile and company trying to push in with their Uber charge.
Right side.
They got a 20%
they know they're coming now. Clockwork back on sniper. See if you can do anything to help them get in here. Lots of stickies cutting off the lower right side. Ooh, nice kill there by Bronze on Paragon. 2 down right now. There's wow. Clockwork takes Duwatna down. Scout on last, gets shotgun down there. And here we go with the Uber coming in now. Red pop, blue pop, both exchange in front of the point. Nothing really happening. Pyro is out, but immediately body shot down on the point, and there's the capture. 3-0.
3-0 with 14 minutes to go, so it feels like it's been a while since we've actually had a score to 5.
Absolutely.
But we might hit it here, as RIP Pharaoh playing very strong on this map.
Yeah, absolutely. This was their map pick, correct?
Yeah,
and,
definitely.
I have a feeling Fragile probably had a lot of opinion there, and that was a very good choice so far. Working out really well for him.
Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously they don't really want to go to Snakewater. Badlands definitely going to be their strongest map out of the picks. And right now, this mid-fight, Deadbolt getting a 2K to start things off. Clockwork also with a 2K, now 3.
A lot of damage. Huey all alone right now under diagonal. Scout chasing him, and a soldier now coming in. Scout tries to get one more shot. Down he goes there.
Yeah, Clockwork had full health. But in the meantime, we actually still have players up for blue on the point. Duwatna has gotten some health. And Paragon out here as well. 82 health.
Jumps in.
Wow, Duwatna. Not even given the chance to crater.
Wow, Clockwork taking care of business.
Is that a full ace for Clockwork there?
That is pretty darn close.
That is a full...
Pretty sure it's close, but
that's a full ace for Clockwork.
There you go.
That's yep, he got the credit for Huey Lewis. That's a full ace.
Absolutely.
He better submit that shit to the top 10.
There you go.
That's what I say. We have the STV demo at least, so we'll see.
So posted back up at mid here, point firmly in control. RP Pharaoh getting up 3-0 right now on Street Hoops here on Badlands. They're kind of slow playing this right now. Probably waiting to get their Ubers up, and then we'll see if they can get an entry frag. Clockwork is getting awfully brave though. He's taking a lot of damage, and there we go. He actually, wow, gets is that the demo thing? What the hell is that called?
Loose cannon.
Yeah, loose cannon.
Yeah, the loose cannon, definitely an interesting weapon. We've seen Siegel back when he was on Demo Man. He was busting that out a little bit. He definitely has some strength, and I'm ashamed to say that's like the one item I thought I had and deleted.
Oh yeah.
And then found out I don't have it anymore. You know. So I've been wanting to whip it out, and I'm waiting for my lucky drop. And yeah, loose cannon, definitely a different style. You know, you don't get those rollers, but definitely you can push people around and get some weird explosions that catch people off guard.
Absolutely.
So speaking,
Marmaduke again hiding up there.
Yeah, so speaking of keeping people off guard, right now Clockwork gets a kill on Vacationer, the credit for it at least. Paragon's going to finish off Clockwork, but Uber has been popped. Fragile down to 30 health.
Wow, and counter Uber's going to get popped, and I believe Soldier.
Oh! Oh, floating him. Finishes him off once he gets underneath the bridge. That was good shotgun work by Ash there.
Somebody went to clown college because that was a nice juggle.
I like it. I like it.
I got a big jump in by the blue soldier here, trying to do what he can on the point, but Demoman too strong. Just fights him back off under now, trying to recoup. Huey's being pretty brave out there too right now, doing a much better on medic this round than he has any other. So they seem to be kind of putting it together now. Straight Hoop's a slow start, but maybe they're finally picking it up.
And you know, medic is a lot about leading your team as well, and that's part of where I think that the experience gap, you know, between Fragile and Huey is going to come in. That
Absolutely.
Huey just might not know how to make some of these calls or how to play the scenario and his positioning to get the most out of it. But we've seen Fragile doing really good positioning with his Ubers in response, coming back at people. And, you know, I mean, both medics playing strong, but that's why I gave the pregame edge to the Fragile.
Yeah, there's a lot of intuition that you pick up with, you know, doing this for 5-6 years in the same class, and that's definitely the advantage that Fragile's giving his team right now. He's able to make the better calls. So, do we know who's calling on Street Hoops?
I'm not too sure about that. I imagine Duatna has been, you know, expressing his opinion quite a bit. Looks like Clockwork did get a kill on Ash.
Yeah, a little body shot.
Body massage. And Street Hoops down a couple players, so they're at a disadvantage here with this Uber charge. Or at least this situation they're getting pushed into.
Nice little scout battle there.
Yeah, they've gotten a few spawns, but Paragon very lit. He ends up getting taken out by Bronze.
Yep.
Big jump in.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Fragile. Good
forcing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good reactions once again as Vacationer forces it.
See if we get a counter push here. No, they're actually they're backing up, waiting for numbers right now. So we'll see if they kind of get their resupply and their spawns, and if they push back in right away, or what they're going to wait for here.
Yeah, they definitely needed to wait for Paragon. Vacationer is also just coming out of spawn and should be getting back involved here shortly.
Here we go. They're pushing back in right now. It looks like we're going to get this pop right away. There it is. Big bomb in from the red soldier, but he is actually going to run away and try to escape back up on the Spire right now. Nice little play there. He's pretty lit. Picks up the health. He's got a scout coming up behind him right now. Tries to go for the air shot. He's got a soldier coming in now. Can't make it happen. Vacationer takes Marmaduke down.
I was going to say, he saw the new addition of the top 10 plays of the month. We had a similar play in there, but Marmaduke not able to get that together. And some big frags coming out as Fragile down to doesn't have anybody heal. Oh, God. Oh man, 80%.
Yeah, Paragon takes him down.
Yeah, Rick just coming out of spawn, wasn't able to get involved there. And Street Hoops are going to push the tempo here, which they definitely need to. I mean, you can have some fast rounds on Badlands. They're going to need to cap here and then get 2 more rounds in the next 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Of course, is a hypothetical. I haven't capped this round yet.
That push was stalled pretty quickly. We do have a Pyro out now. Marmaduke switching over to the Pyro class here.
I like it.
2 players down, though, for Pharaoh, and Street Hoops has got their Uber, so they're probably going to be going pretty soon here.
Marmaduke, very short-lived stint on the Pyro here. Uber coming in. Fragile, actually, maybe he picked up the bottle. Takes a little bit of damage. Scout coming in to try to help out on the point. Just the demo man on the point now. Fragile gets on the point. A couple players down for Street Hoops, though. Paragon going big.
Getting Uber spot, though. You got to watch out, son. Oh, he gets it. The medic steps off the point ever so slightly.
And Huey Lewis was back there spamming arrows as well. I couldn't tell whether he actually hit Paragon. It seemed like his health jumped up. But I mean, those heal arrows are so huge if you connect with them.
Absolutely.
So we have 7 minutes and 30 seconds left right now. And I've seen plenty of 2-minute rounds on Badlands, but the question is whether Street Hoops can whip them out right now.
Yeah, I don't know. These teams have been pretty strong. I don't think they're going to let anybody roll over just for a straight first to last. So we'll see what happens here. Mid-fight going down. Kind of slow starting here. Bronze does get taken down, and Marmaduke as well. Right now, it looks like Street Hoops is really, really hurt. Not a lot of heals going around either. Every player is very lit. Right now, it's just Deadbolt and Vacationer. Yeah, that's not good, man. Mason having a real good mid here. Fragile. It's another assist with Clockwork there, and that's just Paragon.
Yeah, and I think, you know, Radium, maybe you were listening in, Radium had some good things to say about, you know, if you want to beat a team that's better than you, you can't, you know, lose a couple players in middle and then decide to continue to try to man up and fight it.
Clockwork with another sword kill.
I think definitely Huey Lewis had a little bit of indecisiveness there where he took a lot of damage. He went underneath the bridge and he was kind of like, oh, I should stay in and get my heals on. But he couldn't find a player to heal, and he also didn't run for the hills.
Yeah, it's the instinct of the medic there, and that's that's what Fragile has in spades, and that's what's helping him win. Is he always kind of knows where his players are going to be when he's falling back. We saw it earlier with Huey, where he's falling back and there's no one there to support him. You know, was that the right play? I don't know. Maybe it wasn't the right play, but you know, he thought he would have some support there, whereas Fragile will always know where he needs to be.
Well, and also the scenarios as a medic where you ignore the fact that you're damaged, or you just balls up and do it.
And you just kind of know how much damage you're taking.
Yeah, we alluded to Rick winning the ETS LAN in 2012, and I had the pleasure of medicing him in that LAN.
Yeah.
And he was very assertive to me, and I appreciated it. You know, but just certain times, just, you know, ignore the fact that you're damaged. You know, stay in and get the heals.
Absolutely.
And you have to take those risks sometimes, and sometimes you just have to run for the hills.
Scott's being real brave on RIP Pharaoh right now. Mason taking a ton of damage. Deadbolt actually went down there in that fight. Clockwork took him out. They are getting ready to push in here. Both Ubers ready to go. We'll see what they're going to do here. Here it is. Comes in. Other Uber immediately pops. Soldier dropping down on the point. He's going to jump up on the light here. Very interesting play. We'll see how this is going to work out. Sticky's getting thrown down on the point. No one notices him up there.
Oh my God! As it comes down and get Huey.
Huge play, but he can't follow it up. Just the scout now. Demo coming around is going to walk from the point and get it 4-1.
Now I don't know if they knew he was up there or if they were just ignoring him, because a lot of times you can kind of just ignore that guy for a while. He's taking himself out of the fight, but he had the perfect angle to hit Huey Lewis with those rockets.
That was really clean there. So we've got a we've got a lower rollout. Both teams actually doing the old reptile rollout right now.
Wow, yeah.
Interesting.
Very interesting. So they're gonna try to like take this slow. It's just Soldier, Mason, and Fragile coming out of Valley.
Fragile was in a bad place right there. He took a lot of damage coming up the hill.
Clockwork gets picked out by Ash, and Fragile's got a scout on him. He's trying to run away from him. Bronze comes in with the heals. Fragile survives with 35 health.
Bronze has just been so clutch this entire LAN.
Yeah, I'm definitely curious to see the stats from this game. And we got 4 minutes and a wipe for esports. So, you know what? We might, well, the Soldier that was standing on the top of Spire says, no, let the scout cap that shit. I'm going forward, man.
Both soldiers pushing up already. Sighted out, though, and Marmaduke's going to go down. I think he pushed a little prematurely there.
Yeah. We got Pyro out here again, this time Vacationer, and he does get one reflect. Fragile though on top of Spire with his scout, and gonna have the Uber charge in a second.
Yeah, gonna be ready to go here. So I have to see what when Mason gets up. We do have Clockwork on Spire right now. See what he can do with this.
Yeah, using the regular invisibility watch, but just throws himself around the corner. And I don't know, you know, sometimes as Spy you kind of disguise yourself as a friendly sniper.
Right.
And that could have been the circumstance. He might have, you know, shown himself as friendly sniper, take a rocket, and then back out and
so now they're looking for a
around.
Sniper down there.
Exactly.
Yep.
And we'll even see if, you know, perhaps they you know, run a different class here, run a counter sniper. They do have Vacationer still on Pyro. And yeah, now they know Pig is up.
Exactly.
And yeah, Clockwork's just gonna have to revolver here and just be obnoxious. And you know, maybe just go down here. He is running that Ambassador, so you get those headshots, and they do quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, no, he's staying up here, so we'll see if he can try and do something. I mean, they know the Spy's out now, so they're going to be waiting for it.
Yeah.
You never know. I mean, you might pull one of those luck shots and, you know, headshot the medic from under or something.
Yeah, or just, you know, I mean, even though they know he's there, just, you know, he still can get all sneaky and come up the stairs.
Well, and also, too, now they're worried about the Spy, so now they're going to be turning around all the time, and that might give you a chance to get out there and do something. Here we go with that Ambassador trying to pick off those luck shots there. But Vacationer with the flare shot takes down Bronze.
I think that's our first flare kill of the evening.
Very nice. Oh, headshot from Paragon on Mason there as they pop in, and down goes Clockwork finally.
The Uber's here, but they don't know that Ash is just right behind them.
Yeah, they're just, just on a little tour, just checking out the area here, just walking through. Don't mind us.
It was a really good rocket from Ash. It's not really an easy rocket coming out of that lower left defensively and then hitting the top of the stairs.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of things that your rocket can accidentally go into.
Only 3 up right now for Pharaoh. It looks like Ash coming out here trying to do something. Another flare shot there from Vacationer on Bronze again. That's got to get kind of annoying.
Yeah, so he's still back by the point. So I mean, there's a possibility he'll just switch spawns here.
Looks like that's what he's going to do.
And It's like actually Red still has a soldier around. Wow, great play by Paragon.
Yeah.
Good mobility, and he'll just get his health here and be ready to go.
Very nice. Well played. That's a tough battle there with soldier and height advantage on
And
you.
Clockwork stayed on the spy,
on
brought it
spy.
out again, which is
Interesting.
definitely interesting. But we have a minute and 19 left here.
Yep.
Got to get 3 rounds by
I don't
Street
think
Hoops.
I don't think we can do 3 rounds in a minute. I don't know.
I do not believe.
I'm not the best at
I
that.
do not
but-
believe you can do that. Yeah.
So in a bit of garbage time here, it does look like RP Pharaoh is going to take our first map, which means we're going to be moving on to Gully Wash and see what Street Hoops can do. That was their pick, so maybe they know something there. Big headshot by Clockwork there. Takes
Yeah,
Paragon
on the
down.
ambassador still.
Absolutely. So getting a recapture here, Aspire, and Clockwork still. Oh, we've got a heavy. We've got a heavy with boxing gloves.
Oh man.
Warning.
And
warning.
Paragon says, "You chode." That's good. You don't hear that too often.
Chode.
I'll give him high marks for busting something out of the obscurity
A
bag.
plus shit talk.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. You can't. That doesn't even offend anybody. You know.
Invite level. Oh, a huge point blank headshot from Clockwork there.
Here's
Now he's just messing
So
around.
laughs coming out, even from the Street Hoops players. I don't know if that was fragile.
That was
Drop
fragile.
that
Yeah. That was fragile. That I believe was an ubercharged drop, by the way. I believe it
ouch.
was, yep.
Ouch. I know that fragile doesn't like
He
those.
needed to read your shirt a little more in the map picking there. and
You know,
pop it
I
back
forgive
up.
people for getting.
Oh! What?
Oh, man.
Wow, that just is insult to injury right there.
Yeah,
Man.
Clockwork with some nastiness. The ambassador headshots. GG's called out. And we're going to check some sizzling stats here in our downtime here real quick. So pull those up in just a second. I want to give a shout out as well to the Artemis simulator over in the corner. If you don't know what that is, it's a spaceship simulator. You get 6 people. You got a captain, and the last Captain Mahoney getting a little angry over there.
Yeah, he was on the verge of a mutiny there with that kind of language to
Yeah,
his
might
crew.
have some F-bombs. But let's talk about the stats real quick here. Damage per minute, Ash blowing people out of the water, an extra 30 points over his competition on the other side, which is Clockwork. So Clockwork going big as a scout, and 35 frags. Wow.
That's impressive. They have, that's quite a round there by old Clock.
Yeah, he also had that full wipe, that ace, which was a great play. Always fun to see that from a scout. And let's check on the other stats. Fragile getting close to 3,000 more heals than Huey Lewis.
That's it looks like it didn't actually count that as a drop on Fragile, so that may not have
Yeah,
happened quite
and
yet,
Huey
so.
Lewis got a drop, which I didn't
I
quite
don't,
see that
I
one.
don't remember that
So,
happening, but
that is interesting. Clockwork, of course, aided by that ambassador.
God,
8 headshots.
Unreal.
Ouch. The medic pick stacks as well, kind of spread across Bronze, Mason, and Clockwork. While over for Street Hoops, Paragon with 4, pretty good.
yeah, not too bad.
And Mason getting a lot of heals, 3,500.
Yeah.
But that's kind of if you're having a really dominant round, the
Exactly.
pocket's going to get
Always
a ton
gonna
of
be there.
heals.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
Pretty good round. I thought that was a really good map and kind of what we expected, I would say. Street Hoops looked pretty good a few times there, like they were really starting to come back, but just couldn't put it together in the end.
looks like we're going to have a stream reboot here, ladies and gentlemen. So please don't go anywhere. We will be right back with the second map of this FITES LAN Grand Final. So please stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.